Hey guys, Mary here. Hope you're having a great start to your week. You know, a friend of mine reminded me that there's like something like 50 some odd days remaining in the rest of the year to achieve our 2019 goals. And if you're like me, I've slipped a little bit off some of my goals, especially as it relates to updating content on social, you know, sharing video blogs or written blog tips, but that's something that I'm definitely gonna try to get back on the bandwagon. That said, I wanted to talk about a topic that's super important for job seekers, professionals, if you're connected online on different social platforms. So we're often told that to get ahead, it's who you know and not what you know, so networking is super important. Definitely agree with that. However, this day and era of not knowing a lot of the people that you're connected to on platforms personally, there are certain tips or things that you should consider when you're reaching out to one of your online contacts for help. So I have a few things to discuss about that. Let me just back up. This came up because recently I had somebody ask me for advice on how to, you know, land freelance contracts with different clients. So it got me thinking, because while this is a pretty common question that people ask of me, I had a really hard interaction in the sense that, you know, there's a lot of back and forth, and you know, this person had shared some questions with me, and then it was thrown back to me. It was through like a text message, and I kind of sat on it for a few days and was like, oh, I forgot to respond. So, you know, it got me thinking, like, this is really not the best way to go about this kind of interaction. I could have delivered or at least shared some information back with this person, but also that this person could have probably structured the communication a bit differently. So I wanted to share 3 tips when it comes to networking online, especially if you're asking an online contact for assistance. The first thing is that you should always be prepared. You should know what you're wanting from this other person that you're asking assistance for. Be very clear in what your intention is. State it in your message. Be pretty specific as to what that other person could assist you with. It's helpful to structure it in a one-time communication, not something that's an ongoing dialogue, because you're gonna miss certain pieces, or at least the potential to miss certain pieces of what you're fully intending. Okay, second thing, very important. You need to propose a way that is beneficial not only just to you, but also to that person to get the information. It's helpful if you can ask everything that you need in that request, and then also propose it. Like, understand if your request is something that's like a 15-minute phone conversation, or if it's going to just be answered in email. You know, set the tone for it, you know what's appropriate, and then stick to that and propose it as the way to share information. And then lastly, even though we're connected to each other on platforms, again, we may not know these other individuals that well, but you should be grateful and respectful of the time that this person is giving to you. You know, the appearance of having all these contacts on different networking platforms, like, oh, we're connected, but you may not know them. The fact still remains is that you really need to be respectful of people's time, and might be a job seeker asking for advice. And while you might not think that it's a big deal to just kind of ask somebody for advice that you sort of know on a platform, that person on the receiving end could be giving that advice for a living. So you're in essence asking for a look into their intellectual capital. You know, for a lot of people, that is something that is not free. And you know, by you asking for the favor of it, you want to show your gratitude and show, you know, that you're aware that they're trying to help you out and that you really want to appeal to their goodwill. Not a sense of entitlement. People out there participating in these online communities that will help you out of the goodness of their heart, and then there are others who may ask you for something. Those are my tips. Would love to hear from you. If you reach out to somebody online that you know but have never really gotten to know that well and have asked for help, I would love to know what's worked for you or other things that you keep in mind as well. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and see you online soon. And until then, Take care. Bye.